Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in. This is Real Talk with Coach Sherry, and this channel is about workforce development, career readiness, entrepreneurship, and of course, real life, real issues, and real talk. First, I'd like to invite you, if you are not already part of this team, to subscribe to this channel by hitting that subscribe button and the bell to be notified when I upload new videos. Leave a comment. I love comments. Let me know what your thoughts are on today's topic. Also, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you think someone else needs to hear this message, share this video out with them. Let them know that you are thinking of them and that this is a word that you think they should hear. So today I'm going to be bringing you the faithful word. And I started this series a couple of months ago. And I'm getting it from the daily devotional, The Word for You Today. And this is a book that my father had shared with me, and it comes from his church in Virginia. And I love the stories in here. I have a whole playlist on Faithful Word videos that I made, and these are just so timely. And I just felt in my spirit that this was a message that I know I needed to hear, and that someone else possibly needs to hear. There's often times in life when we try to put that square into that circle and it just doesn't fit. Our expectations is for that square to fit, but it just won't fit. And we have to learn how to pivot away from that and be okay. We have to learn to gather the lessons that come from trying something that's not going to work. We have to realize, you know what? I need to make a square for this square to fit because it's not going to fit in that circle. And that lesson you can share with someone else that you see coming behind you and say, no, don't put that square in there. Come over here. I have a place for you. All right. We have to try to have more realistic expectations that will help with our mental capacity, that will help with our energy, and that will help with how we treat and how we are received by others. It is so important to have realistic expectations, and your expectations for someone else can't be more than they have for themselves. You ever want something for someone so bad, but then you realize, you know what? I think I want this more than they want it. That's not a realistic expectation. If you are wanting something for someone so bad and you're pushing them, but when you realize that they don't want it or just don't want it as much as you, that's energy that you are expending that could be utilized in a much more productive way. Okay, not reaching your expectations is not always a bad thing. It may just be an opportunity for you to revamp it, to say, you know, I thought I can go from 0 to 100, but I really need to go from 0 to 50. Pause, assess, and then move forward to 50 to 100. A lot of times we get burnt out, we become very disappointed. A lot of things happen when we try to propel from 0 to 100 instead of taking those baby steps in between. So it's really important to understand and to really be okay with having realistic expectations. And a realistic expectation is not lowering the bar, not at all. It's really allowing the bar to be raised appropriately and at levels that you can actually reach and see the growth that you're having, to glean the skills that you are acquiring while you are going on that journey. So I wanted to share this faithful word with you, and it's the scripture that goes with it is, we stumble in many things. And that comes from James chapter 3, verse 2. So we want to try to have realistic expectations. Striving to do better is a good thing, but try to have realistic expectations. Everything in life isn't black or white. There are gray areas and some in-betweens. Everything can't be perfect all the time, and everything isn't horrible all the time. Deciding to skip a meeting or social event because you're running 5 minutes late, or have a blemish on your face, or canceling an entire trip because a flight is delayed, or feeling like a terrible human being over one innocent mistake is sometimes referred to as polarizing. This leads to frustration and negativity. To maintain your joy in life, you must accept that you won't be perfect all the time. And neither will the people or things around you. When you expect perfection from life, you tend to expect the same from other people. And that kind of unrealistic thinking not only meets with a great deal of disappointment when your expectations aren't met, it puts unbearable pressure on the people you care about and can eventually destroy those relationships. Why not give people a break and stop demanding something from them that they have no ability to give you? The Apostle James said, "We all stumble, fall, and offend in many things." So if we all make mistakes, and we do, learn to accept that it's just part of the human experience and relax. Question in what specific ways do you need to be more accepting of the imperfect areas in your own life, or in the way someone else's imperfected areas affect you. And before you answer, think about this. Love is patient. Love is kind. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4. So please be sure to leave a comment down below and let me know, what did you think about this faithful word? Try to have realistic expectations. Always remember, we all stumble in many things. We fall down, but we get up. Thank you for tuning in. And remember, practice how you play, because when you practice hard, you will always play to win. This has been Real Talk with Coach Sherry.